10 months ago today, I went to live by myself at the other side of the country. I was 16 years old. I just left sixth form college. I just left the relationship I was in, and I was in the big world of adulthood by myself at a pretty young age. I went there to work on my own business goals. I saved about £1,000 up to sort of get a grotty apartment. And honestly, I was living very frugally for the time I was living by myself. Because I ran out of money, I ended up going to work for a construction company. It was a scaffolding yard, and it was very menial work. I was throwing tubes onto lorries. It was for £7 an hour, and it was for 60 hours per week. The big issue wasn't even that. It was where I was putting my money. I developed a gambling addiction. I had terrible mental health. I started smoking weed probably 3 times a day, and I would binge eat it. All those things put together meant like my money was going nowhere. Like the money like I could have saved, like it wasn't a lot of money for the hours I was working, but I was still making like a fair bit. Honestly, the way I was going, like I feel like I could have probably been on the street if I went on for another couple of months and didn't move back in to my house back in Hertfordshire. This brings me to now, 10 months later. I'm out here in Koh Samui Thailand, and here is just a little glimpse of the progress I've made so far. Hey boys, my name's Jacob. My channel is not based around the normal self-improvement stuff. I like to sort of put my views out there, stuff that you haven't really heard before. In this video I want to talk about why you should come and move to Thailand and why it's going to turn you into the man you're destined to be. Reason number one is freedom. When you come out to Thailand, you haven't got your parents there, sort of putting rules over you, which they should do, to be honest. It's their house. But when you come and live by yourself, you play by your own rules. I eat when I want, I go to sleep when I want, but you've sort of got to do it within limits. Not only that, if I've finished all my deep work, I can say, you know what, I've got 8 more hours left in the day, I'm gonna go Tiger Muay Thai, I'm gonna go do some in boxing or something. I'm gonna hit the gym. I've got a moped downstairs. It's not very much money, like you can do that, and I can just go ride where I want when I want. The other day, me and the boys just said, you know what? There's a waterfall 40 minutes away from them. We're gonna go walk up it. It's just things like that. So different to the West. You back home, like you finish work, you work 8 hours a day, and what can you really do in local towns and cities? You can't sort of go walk around in nature. You can't go boxing whenever you want, because mostly because the classes are only on twice per week. There's not very much room to explore in local towns and stuff. And I've also found that the West just is more draining. Like you never have as much energy than you do out here. Like the sun, like it's not raining right now. You can probably hear the rain, but the sun out here, you just feel so much healthier. Like I'm on a 48-hour fast, and like still my energy levels are up just because of the clean air and the sun here. Reason number 2 is brotherhood. I want to start by talking about Muay Thai. Like, I've done boxing for about 2 years, and I've been set another challenge out here, and that is learning Muay Thai, getting to an intermediate level. The boys I'm here with, they've done a bit of Muay Thai in the past, some haven't, but I'm sort of, my ego is being taken away because I'm learning a new sport that I've never done before. Like it's so different to traditional Western boxing. The other day I met up with a new elite, that's Jack Hopkins' sort of network, and they invited me to come to their fight club with them. There's about 15 of us. We were all sparring, we were all training. We had like one-on-ones with the coaches. It was a bit pricey, I know, but you don't need to pay for the private classes if you don't want to. Either way, I was around 15 very like fucking ripped guys We were all training. It was awesome. But setting Muay Thai aside, brotherhood in itself. I live with 4 guys. 2 of them are property investors. One of them sort of doing the influence sort of social media stuff. But we all have very similar goals. We want to improve our fitness. We want to increase our money. So therefore, we hold each other accountable. Every evening at 8 p.m, we sit down together. We have a whiteboard. We write down our monthly, weekly, and daily goals. It just fills the days up. Like today, I've had to send a voice memo to my the guy I work for. I do remote sales now, due to me being out here building connections, which I want to talk about in a minute. I read 25 pages today. I'm going for a 5 kilometer. One of my tasks for today is to record this very video, go edit and record it. Also, I need to go do some more sales training. So my days are very filled up with like stuff, working towards my weekly and monthly goals. So if you want to check out tomorrow's video, I'm going to be talking about goal setting. It doesn't matter if you're in Thailand or not. Like, if you're back in the West, you can't really leave here because of family stuff. You can still do this. You can work on your own goals. You can definitely get rich, get fit if you're in the UK, US, Canada, wherever. And also with brotherhood, it's just like you've got a tribe around you. Like at the end of the day, when you finished all your work, like everyone sort of gets a takeaway, like chicken and rice. We all just have a laugh, you know. It's like being around that fucking campfire situation. I can't think of anything better. There's nothing more fulfilling than just sitting there knowing you've done all your hard work for today and you can sort of just goof off and enjoy yourself. Reason number 3, connections. I just spoke about how I've got a sales job out here, but it's not just that. I'll talk more about that in a minute. But I've had the opportunity to actually meet Sam Harborn, Hamza's ex-video editor. He does his own self-improvement videos now, and honestly, he's a very genuine guy and someone I've sort of got to know, and I've enjoyed the conversations I've had with him. Great connection to have. Not only that, I've met property investors. I live with 2 property investors. I've met other influencers who do YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. Everyone here like has a good personal brand, like even if they're not sort of selling a course or anything. I've met guys doing remote sales, which is what I've got into now, appointment setting. Like you name it, I've probably met someone who's done that out here, or at least has a connection to it. Another great thing I've been able to do is sort of give my catering services business cards out. Like I came here with about 100, I've got like 20 left. Like I'm just giving them out left, right and centre. It's just been so cool to like meet people, have very genuine like masculine conversations about like my services. I provide this to customers and they provide something else. It gives you a very different outlook, and everyone generally has very good advice to give you on that. Also, since I've been out here, I've always sort of like wanted to get into remote sales, because it doesn't mean like I have to get up for work at 8 in the morning, sort of go on to some arsehole. Instead, I get to work for a mentor who gets to teach me sales. I do about 4 hours work throughout the day. My job's a few more hours than that because I'm trying to learn the actual skill of sales. But I've always struggled to actually land a job. Since I've been out here, I've had like 3 sales jobs offers and an appointment setter offer. I've taken a sales job. I have. It's doing 250 calls a day, which is a lot. It's going to be a lot of hard work and it's going to be gruesome work. But also, I'm looking at taking an appointment setter role as well, that I've got an interview for today. It just goes to show that as much outreach as you do, it does not compare to the amount of sheer opportunities you're going to get just from meeting people. Every job I've had out here, except one, which is the appointment setter one, I've had connections. It's very hard to sort of get through to you guys how important connections are. It's something that took me a lot of time to sort of get through to my head, but boys, it's so important. Reason number 4, cost of living. So let's just put it this way: the average Thai household as of 2021 was making $750 per month. Like that's what a lot of teenagers are making to sort of doing their part-time jobs. Here, that's what a whole family's on, let alone a teenage fucking boy working a pot wash job. I just want to break down the costs of living out here in Thailand. I reckon you need about $1,500 to live out here. 400 of that is going to be going towards your like actual living expenses. The four guys who are living here now, we've got a villa together, like swimming pool and shit out here. I'll show you that in a future video. But we split the cost. It cost us $500 each. As well as that, you've got Muay Thai training, which you're going to be spending $200 for the month. Food, sort of living expenses, $400. Then you got your moped as well. If you have the right connections, you can definitely do it for under $200. My point is 1,500 to 2,000 if you want to sort of live the upper sort of way. That should be sufficient funds. The point is, you can't live this way for so little price than you can out here in Koh Samui Thailand. In the West, you lose money like that. Over here, it's a bit more difficult to sort of go broke. Not only because you're so far away from home, you sort of hold yourself accountable and work hard to sort of try and make financial freedom a success, but it's also much cheaper. Right, so here's my advice to you. For those of you interested in coming to Koh Samui, Bangkok, Bali in Indonesia, I would go ahead, get a part-time job, save $4,000, get a one-way flight out here for $500. You heard that, one-way flight. It's gonna hold you accountable. You're gonna work towards becoming financially free. I'm planning to cancel my flight back home, to be honest, because I'm wanting to stay out here longer. I've got a job here now. I'm willing to put the hard work in, and I'm definitely going to miss this place if I leave here. Not only because it's beautiful, but I just love the freedom you get here. You're going to work hard, and you're going to make it work. Check out tomorrow's video. I'm going to talk about how you can go about your day to achieve your weekly, daily, monthly goals. Boys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've put a lot of value into this one. Let me know what you think. Send me a DM on Instagram if you have any questions, and I'll catch you later.